G'day mates, Paul.K.Dragon here. I have to apologize for the lack of videos as of late. I recently just bought a Nintendo Switch just last week, and there are a lot of games I want to look at and give my full thoughts and opinions on them, like the Super Smash Bros. Series, which I will get into eventually, and then there's the Halo series I want to look at. But more importantly today, we are going to look at a game that caught my eye as of late, and it shows a lot of promise. And that game is a robot named Fight. Now, by the looks of the game, I know what you're all possibly thinking. This game looks like Super Metroid. And, well, yes, you are correct. But there are differences between Super Metroid and a robot named Fight. But before we get into those differences, let's look at that plot first. Millennia of peace have passed since the mechanical gods ascended and left the lower order robots to cultivate the world. Oh, so it's kinda like Terminator, where robots want to wipe out humanity and robots want to rule over. Unfortunately, those left behind, something forgotten and terrible stirs amidst the stars. The Mega Beast, a pulsating moon-sized orb of flesh, eyes, mouths, and reproductive organs, unleashing its children onto the world like an unstoppable plague. You take control of a robot named Fight, very original, and it's up to you to explore the depths of the city ruins below, find randomized power-ups to the point where you're practically strong enough to take on the Mega Beast and blow it to Kingdom Come. And that's pretty much it in terms of story. Now, like I said, the gameplay is similar to Super Metroid. A controller is highly recommended for this game if you're playing on the PC version. You move with the D-pad, you jump with the A button, you can use sub-weapons with the Y button, you can swap weapons with the shoulder buttons, you can aim at an angle with the trigger buttons, you can press B to use your special move, and you can view the whole map by holding the select button. Now, there is a big difference between Super Metroid and this game. First off, death is permanent. It's not like you can start at a save stations like in the Metroid games. Oh no! When you die, you have to start the whole game all over again. And all those power-ups you collected are gone. What makes this game interesting, every time you start a run, either you die or complete the game, the map is totally different. Rooms have changed, you encounter different bosses, the power-ups either change locations or you get a different power-up. It's like a new world every time you play it. And oh boy, this game is huge. How huge? Well, in Super Metroid, you have 21 types of power-ups. That includes missile tanks, power bombs, energy tanks, and reserve tanks. So, how many types of power-ups does a robot named Fight have? Over 100 of them. Maybe more in the future updates. These include upgrades for your default weapon, health tanks, energy weapons like the flamethrower that can pack more of a punch, modules that can improve your damage, rate of fire, bullet speed, and movement speed, some turrets that can add a little more firepower or aid you in some way, and some abilities that can help you traverse through the map a bit better, like able to slide or transform into a spider to help you get through small gaps. You can also buy power-ups from the shops with the scrap that you collected. The shops always carry free power-ups that you can use, and they sell for pretty cheap prices. However though, you can also get power-ups from mechanical gods. I hate the mechanical gods. You have to donate to them pretty much a high amount of scrap, which I don't even know how much scrap they require. They don't exactly tell you. And if you donate the right amount, either huge or low, I do not know, they might reward you with a power-up that can help you on your run, or they could punish you temporarily by lowering your stats, like lowering the damage from your weapon, or by lowering your speed, or by lowering your health, etc., etc. I highly recommend avoiding the mechanical gods, because by the time when you're about to face the final boss, you pretty much got what you need. You don't really need the mechanical gods' assistance anyway. I wish the mechanical gods could have been better. They could sell the power-ups at expensive prices unlike the normal shops. That way, you wouldn't have to waste your time playing a guessing game with them. And with the maps, they are huge. The problem is backtracking, which you're gonna do a whole lot. With how this game is designed, I was hoping for a teleportation room so you can skip the backtracking. I love this game. With the maps changing after each playthrough, expect tons of replayability, and you will spend hours on it. You never know what your next playthrough will bring. The possibilities are endless, and I hope this game does really well so we can get more expansions to this game, add in more bosses, locations, and most importantly, more power-ups. I only have 3 complaints with this game. First off, the mechanical gods. I wish the gameplay mechanics for the mechanical gods were a bit different rather than playing a guessing game. I wish there were teleporters so you can avoid the backtracking, and I wish there were more songs with this game because there's not many songs that this game requires. This game basically have. And I wish there were more songs in the future, maybe with an expansion in the future. I highly recommend picking this game up. It's $13 on Steam and the eShop. If you have $13 to spend, go on Steam, go on the eShop and pick it up. Trust me, you will love it. My name is Paul.K.Dragon, and I wish you guys happy gaming.